This week on Cruising.
We're probably going to maybe be the proud owners of the Bugatti by the end of the day.
Nice. Cruising from South Russell, Ohio starts right now. Hi, it's Jeff Blanchard here in beautiful South Russell, Ohio. It's a gorgeous day and the cars are looking awesome. It's the South Russell Police Department first annual charity car show, and this is Cruising.
The car is a 1920 Model 4 touring car made by the Willys Overland Company. It was unique in the design of the suspension, has what they called triplex springs, and their claim was that it gave the same ride as a 130-inch wheelbase car, when in fact it's only a 100-inch wheelbase.
Now you said you've been working on this car for how long?
I've had the car for almost 9 years.
You know, when you got it, it obviously didn't look this way.
Every nut and bolt has been taken out of it, every fender, the hood that was completely disassembled.
And this is back to sort of an original color?
Close.
Close?
Close.
Yeah, hard to find those colors.
Yes.
And you put this on the road. You don't just leave this in a garage and wipe it down.
No.
You drive it.
Last week it was in Wisconsin for 200 miles up and down the mountains in Wisconsin.
And you drove it?
Yes, sir. Well, I trailered it to Wisconsin and then put 200 and some miles on it up there.
Now, how many miles does it have on it, do you think, now?
A little over 300.
Oh, really?
So 200 of it was up and down hills in Wisconsin.
And it rode good?
Yep.
Now, see, it's a ragtime. It's not a convertible, though.
The top does go back.
Okay.
And sits in those brackets on the side there.
Okay. What were some of the features of this car that made it special?
When this car was first sold in 1920, it was $950. In 1922, they reduced the price to $520 to compete with the Ford Model T.
Wow.
And they were second in sales to the Ford.
So how come it doesn't have like a wooden wheels on it?
The spoked wheels was an option.
Oh, really?
One of the few options you could get from the factory.
So it's got that. Now, what are some of the other options like that they would have? I mean, obviously, they don't have air conditioning or a stereo.
No air conditioning, no stereo, no water pump, no oil pump.
Really?
Really economical.
So, I mean, well, there's windshield wipers obviously on it, right?
Yeah, that's hand operated.
Hand operated?
Yes, sir.
So if it gets going, you don't drive much in the rain with it. Really?
Yeah.
Like a squeegee?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the engine.
The engine is a 4-cylinder flathead, 3 3/8-inch bore.
And that's
27 horse.
That's original?
Yes, sir.
Now, so does it have some pretty good getup for that era?
No.
Oh, no? Now, what's the top speed?
45.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're not running any bootleg whiskey in this car?
No.
So how long did it take you to restore it once you got it?
I'd say 6.5, 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what made you want this car?
After going to a lot of car shows and looking for, I spent 2 years on the internet looking for a car that somebody else didn't have. And stumbled on this, and this was the one.
I see the license plate says Lulu.
Yeah, that's my wife's feature.
I gotcha. You named it after your wife, huh?
No, she came up with the name. I don't know where she came up with it, but...
she wants to know, she's going to decide who your girlfriend is.
There
right?
you go.
Right.
My redhead.
Let's start with the car. It would definitely outrun the Coyote.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When did you get it?
1984.
Okay.
It was an original Plymouth Roadrunner, but it had a blown up 383 4-speed. And I just started taking it apart and built the chassis myself, built a jig to build the chassis, narrowed the rear end myself, did the motor myself.
So you did everything?
Everything.
Now what made you decide, I mean, have you always wanted a Roadrunner?
No, it just happened that way.
Just circumstance?
Yeah.
Wow, so what size engine is there now?
It's a 440 30 over, 446 cubic inch with a 671 Dyers.
Wow.
4-speed.
So this thing...
Yeah, it'll move.
It moves, right? Now I know we're at a event at a police station, but just between us, how fast have you got it going?
Pretty fast.
Pretty fast. You only. I mean, here's the deal. They parked you in a handicap where they tell you that the fine is $250. That's entrapment.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much get away with anything now, right?
Yeah.
So how long has it taken you to get this far with the car?
Since 1984.
Really?
It's been the joke of the family.
Oh, really?
Because you'll never finish it, this and that, and there's always something else in the way. So
Right.
that's why I call it unfinished business.
I get you.
Because it's never done. So, but the
Well,
bottom,
will it ever be done? I mean, or is this something that
hopefully.
you'll?
No, hopefully.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now I noticed there's the colors and stuff, but in the back you have some signatures and stuff
Yeah.
and some thank yous. Are you going to paint over that or?
No, I'm gonna use a steel deck lid. I'm gonna probably hang that deck lid on the garage.
I got
And
you.
put the steel one where it hinges. 'Cause
Okay.
it's all,
I get you.
but the whole bottom's painted, all the suspension, engine compartment, all the wiring's hidden, brake lines, holes
So
are filled up.
So it's really the detail is what's taking the longest.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I see you don't have a back seat in it.
No.
This is meant for racing.
Yeah, but it's just a street car.
Street car. Right. Yeah. We keep saying that. Remember, I get you. Yeah, right? Besides, what else do you have in there? Is there anything, any sort of like air conditioning, tape deck, anything like that? Nothing.
No. It's all delete.
Yeah, so
Bare bones, 4-speed, manual brakes, manual steering. It's all hardcore.
built for speed,
Yeah.
right? Hypothetically, let's say you were really gonna goose at home. How long would it take you to get from here to Auburn? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
If that, right? Now, I'm sure there's got to be people come up and offering to buy it from you, right?
Yeah, but it's not for sale.
You're just never going to
No.
sell it, are you?
No.
It's going to be hard because it's unfinished business,
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
not
thing.
going to be that way all the time.
Right. But do you have a time frame of when you would like it to get done?
Well, I wanted that 10 years ago, but it never happened. But probably 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So
Because
two-
all this has to be done, the actual body work, all the gaps, weld everything up, blow it back apart to do it right. But the whole bottom's, like I said, it's painted. Engine compartment's painted,
So you're doing this all yourself.
everything.
So basically, would you consider yourself a perfectionist?
Very
so
much.
that's probably adding to the unfinished business, right?
That's why everybody teases me that and that I polish too much.
Okay.
So everybody says I have OPD, which is obsessive polishing disorder. They go, how do you get those wheels so shiny? Well, you got to stay on it.
You got to stay on it, right? You don't want to go anywhere. We've only seen a third of this car show. So we'll be right back with Cruisin' at the first annual South Russell Charity Car Show. Welcome back to the South Russell Police Department's first annual Charity Car Show on Cruisin'. What made you get this car?
So the real story is this. My wife and I were driving a Volkswagen Beetle about 16 years ago.
Much harder to camp out of.
Yes.
Okay.
And we pulled up to a stoplight and I said, one of these days, I think I want to purchase a camper for our children. And she pointed across the street and said, like that was this camper. And so we drove by it and she goes, well, go look at it. And I said, that's okay. And she convinced me. Long story short, there was a small piece of paper in the window that said for sale. And we bought it. I drove it home. That was about 15 or so years ago. And this is what happened to it over the last 15 years.
And you did the restoration yourself?
I did everything except the final paint, yes.
Really? Wow. So there's a huge community with, obviously you've seen this, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like cultish,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now you guys use it for camping?
Yes, and people don't believe that, but yes, it is a problem.
You can fit 3 people in
Well, now, so I have another son, a 16-year-old, Timmy. The problem is they're getting older.
Right.
And so it's a little harder to put 4 of us in this. So we do bring a tent with us when we go camping, and we tent with the camper also.
You guys get shipped out to the
Yeah,
tent,
that's right. They get the outside, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, that's the price you pay.
Right.
Take us through it a little bit. Obviously you restored it. Was it the same color or?
No. So the color that it came originally was this cream color.
How bad in shape was it?
It was bad.
Okay.
Rusted on the bottom. The interior has been completely redone, completely rewired, all new woodworking on the inside, all new curtains, the ceiling, all of it's been completely redone.
Now it came with the extension like that?
Yes, that's a factory original from the Westphalia factory, and it's a pop-up. That's what it's for. Basically so you can stand up in the vehicle, and that's really all it is. It also has the ventilation, so
for airflow.
Yeah, for airflow, yes.
Now, what amenities did you add for yourself?
Yeah, so a couple things. Number one, I increased the size of the engine so it's safer on the freeway.
Okay.
Number two, I put disc brakes on the front, so again, for stopping, for safety. And then on the inside, we kind of made it more futuristic. So there's a CD player that the kids can watch movies while we're traveling. There's also it's wired for USBs and that kind of stuff. So it's modern day.
Okay. I see you got the slat windows
Yes.
on there. Those original or those add-on for you?
Yes, again, so those are called jealousy windows, and they're all original, and they're stamped original, so they came from the factory that way. Basically obsolete. You really can't find them. If you do, they're broken or they're really damaged. And so that all adds to the look of the vehicle and the value of the vehicle, for sure, yes.
Now,
yes.
when you bought it, the guy who was selling it, or the woman, they had no clue. I mean, they weren't like going, oh, this is a classic car.
Yeah, so the story is a hippie dropped it off at this place to have it fixed, and they fixed it by putting a new battery in it, and it ran fine. So the hippie never returned, and one day the gentleman that owned this service station saw him in the bar and said, hey, come and pick up your van. And this guy said, you know what, you can have it. Here's the title. And so that's how it happened.
Wow.
And I just happened to be at the right place at the right time to buy it.
Usually these weren't built for speed.
Right, so again, the story goes, we took it to our first car show, and I had to take it on the turnpike for about 30 miles, and I was afraid. I had the thing to the bottom of the boards, and I got about 56 miles per hour, maximum. And cars and trucks were flying by. So I brought it back home and took it back apart and built the engine bigger, so about 1.5 its size now. So now we can cruise at 65 safe on the road.
Right.
I have to say this, so when we first took it to our first show, which was right down the street, he convinced me to take it. I really didn't have a lot of interest in taking it to shows. That's not what I did this for. I did it for us to go camping. So we took it to the show, and at the end, there was a gentleman in a wheelchair and a young boy pushing the wheelchair. And as they were rolling up to it, there were smiles on both of them. So we're talking a 3-generation difference. And when I saw that, I realized it's a piece of history, and so we have to show it. We have to get out here and let people see what that history is. And that's part of the reason that we come to these, to let everybody see this is an iconic piece of history that we just brought back to life.
Bob, you got the Grand Riviera, beautiful. I love the color on this car. Just give us a little overview.
Okay, I bought this from a friend. His dad passed away, his father-in-law passed away, and then I ended up with the car. He has since passed away, so it's kind of special to me on that part of it, but I bought it in a basket, so I've been putting it back together. Yeah, it was in pieces.
Wow.
So I've got it painted and still have to finish interior work. The 65 has the clamshell headlight system.
Yeah, do those open?
They clam open.
And
it's
they work,
the only
right?
year they do. Yeah.
See, that to me, those are the type of things that I wish they still had on cars.
Yes.
You know, it's very James Bondy type of thing, you know?
Right, yeah.
It's a style thing.
Yeah.
Now, is this original color?
This is the original color. I painted it, of course,
right.
but it is the original color for the car. It's got a 425 dual quad 4-barrel in it. That's all factory, all original.
Wow. So, the engine on it, this thing has got some get up and go to it.
Yeah, it's a factory supposed to be 390 horse.
Really?
From this year, yeah.
Now, do you drive it around, or is it something that you...
I should drive it more. It's been in the garage too much, and my son talked to me and said, oh, let's bring it out. So I decided to at least get it out of the garage.
So you let the son drive it?
Yes.
What sort of accessories does the car have? Any bells and whistles?
It's all electric driver's seat, electric windows, air conditioning, it's all.
So this was the top package?
Yeah.
Nice. You said before that you were trying to sell it, but have you ever thought, oh, maybe I'll just keep it?
I always think that.
Yeah. So now, with everything that goes with these cars, were they popular in the day?
I can't remember. There was like, and don't hold me to it, I think there was like 1,800 of these built this year. So there wasn't
a ton of
them. Right.
So it's hard to find these around.
Right. Yeah, they're getting harder and harder to find.
Now, when you had to, when you said it came in a basket,
right?
Did you have to do a lot of body work on it? Obviously,
I did some on it, not tremendous amount. It's only has 70,000 miles on it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's fairly young as far as the engine goes.
Right. Right.
And then as far as everything else, once you just put that stuff in, everything's factory back to the board.
Yeah, everything is factory back to
nice.
it. Yes.
Nice. When you're driving it around, is it a good
it's
ride?
Fun. Oh, it's fun.
Nice?
It's just like sitting in your couch.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Get a lot of looks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you put your foot in it and open the four barrels up. It puts you in the seat pretty good.
Up next,
we eat, breathe, and sleep cars here at Buckeye Classic Car Restoration.
The Buckeye guys are next on Cruisin'.
All right, welcome to this edition of Cruisin' with the Buckeye guys. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to show you all the excitement we do here in the shop. And I have Debbie here, always answering the phone. She does all the estimates, so she's here. She'll answer the phone for you, but she's the first one you see. Wave to Debbie. All right. But anyhow, we eat, breathe, and sleep cars here at Buckeye Classic Car Restoration. What we have here is our full body shop. You can see we have Broncos everywhere. We have Javelins. We have Mustangs. We got MGs. We even have Volkswagens we can do for you. We can make them run and make them go, and we'll be good to go. Right now I'm inside a Buckeye Classic Cars full downdraft paint booth here. As you can see, we primered some Bronco parts in here. Full downdraft, what that means is fresh air comes from the roof, filters around your project, and goes out the floor and out the side. Fully EPA compliant spray booth, state-of-the-art technology, and this will give you the flawless finish you need for your classic car restoration or custom mod pickup truck, you name it, we can paint it here at Buckeye Classic Car Restoration. At Buckeye Classic Car Restoration, what we've done here with these custom cars is this is a full brand new Corvette late model powertrain put into a 1965 Impala. So full custom dash done. This is an absolute beauty. No paint work done, so it's a big time sleeper car, and actually it runs really, really well. We can do that work for you here. We recommend putting the LS motor in your Chevy projects, GMC projects, and we'll go with the Ford Performance motors and their Ford stuff. But this here is a fantastic project. Just getting done here. It's ready to go home to the owner, and can't wait to get it out the door and have the happy owner. Right, Ronnie? Happy owner. And one of the coolest projects we've had here in the shop in a long time, probably in about 10 years, the coolest project, is pre-production Mustang number 139. It's about finished. We're going to do a full video of that here later here in the year. But also, to give you a little preview, we also have serial number 140 in the shop as well. And I'm going to show you that car real quick. We're going to film them both together. And these cars hadn't been together since they were made in Dearborn in 1964. So it's really cool, and it's going to be fantastic when we document those two. I'm here in the Buckeye Classic Car Custom Fabrication Shop. As you can hear, it's very noisy. Here we got guys working away, grinding sheet metal. New project that just came in, 1969 Chevelle. Needs full sheet metal work, floor pans, quarter panels, wheel wells. We'll show that being done here as we progress in the season. And it's really, really cool here, the work we do here at Buckeye Classic Car Restoration. We can do whatever you need. Call now to get in the line, let's say, for the spring, fall, and summer next year. And winter, I should say, too. So you can call now, get your reservation, get in here for your full restoration, paint job, sheet metal work, or even your custom build. Give us a call, 330-533-4757 or buckeyeresto.com.
Coming up.
Well, there is one particular car we have our eye on. We're trying to find some violations on it.
Next on Cruisin'. Now back to South Russell, Ohio for the South Russell Police Department's first annual Charity Car Show. We are here at the South Russell Charity, first annual Charity Car Show. What's the charity?
So we're actually benefiting a local family. Their little 5-year-old son has leukemia.
Okay.
And the entire event is put on for him. He's a member of the law enforcement family.
Wow. This is great, and it's a great turnout for the first one.
We could not have asked for a better turnout.
Do you know how many cars were here?
Right now, we're just above 150.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. So now, as the organizer and the member of the police force, can you confiscate a car and just say, listen, we're going to use this for a while?
Well, there is one particular car we have our eye on. We're trying to find some violations on it.
Yeah, right. We could do it.
Yeah, so we're probably going to maybe be the proud owners of a Bugatti by the end of the day.
Nice. I'll tell you what, because I've lived around here. I won't tell you where because of a warrant. But just joking. It's not. It's John's. But a Bugatti could police 306 pretty good. This is going to be an annual event.
Yeah, we're hoping. And today was obviously going to be the gauge if there's going to be community support, and clearly the community wants to be involved with this. So I would venture to say we'll be doing this again.
Yeah, I mean, and the area is perfect. You got plenty of room. You have a huge variety of cars. This is phenomenal.
Thank you, thank you. We put a lot of effort into our pre-registration. You know, we couldn't have done this without Ganley Chevy of Aurora. They helped us with getting our registration information out there. And I'm proud to say we had almost 90 pre-registered cars.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, you know what? It's a great event.
Thank you.
Sergeant Todd? Sergeant Todd, if you see him on the road, honk, wave. This is one of the good guys. All right, this is one of the good guys.
I appreciate it.
Great job down here. South Russell Police Department, first annual Charity Car Show. And this is Cruising.
Good job, buddy. That's cool.